can't even tell where the roads are.
Welcome, welcome to Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. Welcome to Not Just Sports by Noel Epps. We have a lot to cover today. I'm not a happy man. I am going to try to remain calm. Welcome to Women Wednesday. Bryant Porter. I got to talk about these Yankees. My shit is documented. That's the beauty of me. My shit is documented. Everything's right there. Chandler, what's good with you, baby? We got to talk about these Yankees. But before we do that, I got to cover the norm. Ben Patton, what's good, Papa? Hi, Sabrina. Welcome to Dr. Sports. Please like and share the page. Also, we do it all. We have guests, rappers, actors, singers, celebrities. Hood celebrities are the best celebrities. Okay? Raw sports and current topics. Showtimes, 6 p.m. Monday, 6 p.m. Wednesday. Okay? Don't forget the social, my brother's show, which is Chris Epps Presents. And before I go on, listen. I love hard. Dwayne Eliza, what's up, baby? I love hard. And I just want my man, Donald Lee Jr. to know that I love him. I love him. I don't know. Being that I don't know, I'm going to keep my mouth shut on his condition. But I love him. I just want Donald Lee Jr. to know that I love you. And you guys saw him on here. He's been on the show a couple of times. I mean, you know, he's been watching a couple of times. But I need him to know that I love him. Okay? Donald Lee Jr., I love you, baby. You stay strong. Fuck. What up, Coach? Fuck Gibbs. Okay, let me address this Chris Gibbs shit, okay? Let me address it. I wasn't going to address it, but we do have people who are in IC who are on this show, okay? Samuel Blackwell is one of those brothers who's in IC. IC is a sports group called Instant Classic. So I wasn't going to address this because it's some sucker shit. And I'm not going to go back and forth with him about some sucker shit. He's a sucker. And so I refuse to go back and forth with suckers. I don't want to give a sucker some energy. So let me tell y'all what happened. About a year ago, maybe a year or two ago, this dude went on Facebook, this dude Chris Gibbs. He lives in Compton, California or something like that. He went on Facebook, his wife and his kids left him. So he went on Facebook and told everybody how upset he was, his wife and his kids left him. So me being the good nigga that I am, I went behind the scenes and told him, yo, take that shit down. Everybody doesn't need to know your business. That's exactly what I said to him. He took it down. I was being a good guy. So then, all of a sudden, he's a Philadelphia Eagle fan who's a little overzealous. He doing too much. He's doing a little too much. So then he likes to make bets, but he likes to make bets from Compton, California. I live in New York. So I don't like making bets with people to whom I can't touch, to whom I can't see. Cory Booker is one of those people that I see. I'm going to address this, and I'm going to address this for the last time. Because what he did is some sucker shit. Hi, baby, here.
What's up?
What's up, Nolan? We got to talk. This is because I love you. And it's a small token of my appreciation.
Yeah,
Thank you.
talk.
What?
Yeah, talk.
What?
Yeah, talk.
Yeah, we got to talk. We'll talk in a minute.
On your show?
No. We'll talk in a minute.
Is there anything bad?
Nolan, get the fuck out of my face, please. So anyway, Chris Gibbs wants to make these bets with people, and I don't like to make bets with him because I can't touch him. I can't touch him. I don't like to make bets with nobody out of state, out of Long Island. Like, I need to be able to go collect my money. Get down. So, Chris Gibbs likes to do sucker shit, right? So he did some sucker shit with my man Rod Big Shot Bullock. Rod Big Shot, rest in peace, my brother. Where he threatened to send some goons, to fly some goons to Virginia to go whoop Rod Big Shot Bullock's ass over $100. Now, we come to find out that he gave Rod Big Shot Bullock, he couldn't spell his own email. So being that he couldn't spell his own email, when Rod sent him the money, he never got the money because his email was spelled wrong. So Rod Big Shot Bullock, rest in peace, Rod, took his $100 back. So this clown, Chris Gibbs, right? Again, he's a sucker. He's a sucker, and I refuse to give him energy. So I'm only going to tell y'all the story one time, and then I'm done with it. His bitch ass, right, threatens to send some goons to Virginia from California for $100. It was like less than a penny a mile for $100. So when he does that, y'all know me. I'm snapping on that shit. I'm making jokes. You's a sucker. You gonna send a goon from California to Virginia to collect $100? Oh, you's a sucker. You's a sucker all day. So then, again, you can't come at me crazy. And when you come at me, have your shit in order. So again, I obliterate him with the jokes. He falls back. Come to find out, he spelled his email wrong. So later on, you know the Eagles had a good season last year. They got out the gate early. What's up, Sean? They get out the gate early. They get out the gate like 5-0, 6-0 or something like that. And he wants to make a video. But when he makes this video, he got the filthiest Philadelphia Eagle. Like, the hat is all new on the outside. But under that brim, right under that brim, is just filthy. It looks like he changes transmissions and takes his hat off and wipes his brow like this and put the hat back on. Like, the hand is just so dirty. It's just filthy up under the brim. Then he had like 3 abandoned cars in the driveway with his daughter's car, the daughter who left. The daughter who left, by the way. What's up, Brian? His daughter who left, by the way. He had a little pink plastic Jeep. That was the only car that was working. And then he had it next to, he had a pool next to the tailpipe of a car. So now the baby is getting asbestos, lung cancer, and the pool heated all at the same goddamn time. I mean, it was just a shit show. Then he had some dead flowers. Now, he lived in California. The weather's always good. Why is your flower bed got dead flowers in it? Okay? Then he had, you know how old people used to paint their patios? He had this green chip paint on his patio, and the patio looked like a 10-year-old girl's fingernails. He's one of those sporadic, irrational, low IQ fans. Yes. Yes. So he made a video, and I said, oh shit, look at what's going on in the background. My man Cory Booker was the one who brought the attention about the hat being so filthy. Me and Cory was on it. Cory just got to it before I did. This was the filthiest hat. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Cory Booker, please tell the people that I ain't lying. So he did that shit. And you know, if anybody knows anything about me, I got some disorder where I just can't be around filth. I can't be around filth. There gotta be some type of cleanliness, some type of organization. So then he makes another video inside his house. See, Cory, nah, you ain't lying. So then he makes a video inside his house, and a brown boy runs along the wall right behind him. So he wants to go in with the fat jokes. Ah, you fat, you fat, you fat. Meanwhile, he filthy. I think I'd rather be fat than filthy. So I go in, I make a video, mimic him. I'm going to put the video on my regular Facebook page. I remember this shit when it happened. See how I tell you? Yeah, he had a brown boy just run right up the sprint. A brown boy just sprint right up the wall behind him. I said, this motherfucker's nasty. So I had to put the nuclear bomb on him with the jokes. I made a video. I'm going to post a video on my page. Please remind me so I can post a video on my page so y'all can see what this nigga was looking like. He was looking crazy. So all this time, he's been talking about, now, he's the little guy I was telling you, Andy, what's up, baby? Rodney, what's good? He's a little dude. He's a little dude who got one suit. He had that one suit that goes to everything. You know how when niggas don't buy suits, but they gotta buy a suit because they gotta go to criminal court? That's what he did. But he bought one suit, and that one suit's for everything. Bar mitzvah suit, marriage suit, funeral suit, court suit, child support suit. This suit was for everything. This one black suit was for everything. And then he had, you know how little nigga won't wear shoes, but the shoes is too big because he got a corn or something? This was this nigga. This nigga had, now the nigga's 4'11". I swear these niggas had a size 14 shoe. All because he didn't want the side of that motherfucker rubbing up against that corn that he had all goddamn. So he had his big brother's shoes on. He had this suit with his big brother's shoes on. So again, I kill him with the jokes. When you come at me, come correct. When you take a picture with your one suit on, have that bitch fresh. Take that bitch to the cleaners. Okay, we're going to get to the Yankees in a second, Rodney. So now, I done blazed them with the jokes again. Now understand this. When you fuck with me in this joke game, just understand I'm super stupid with dumb stamina. Understand, I'm super stupid with dumb stamina. This is sport to me. This is fun. So you can talk about my wife and kids, because that just tells me how far I could go. Okay? So he rented the suit from one pimp pastor who he told can't afford it. He bought it from a homeless person and washed it twice thinking it was fresh. Okay? So you can talk about my wife and kids. Okay? You can talk about my mother. You can talk about my father. You can talk about my brother, aunts, cousins. All that tells me is how far I can go. So he snapped on my kid first. I think he snapped on my son first, right? And then that tells me, hey, game on. I'm snapping like a motherfucker. So I went to his babies and his wife. I blaze them. Listen, this is what I do. And I'm kind of tough-skinned. So not much bothers me. He bought a used Eagles hat from the swap meet. Sam Blackwell. He bought that hat from the swamp meet. The swap meet, not the swamp. The swap meet. They have swap meets in California. So I let him live. So since January, he's been telling me, yo, Noel, you better chill because I got a nuclear bomb. I could nuke you at any time. I've been telling him, listen, fuck your nuclear bomb. Do what you do. Kendall Seekers, that's my brother. He'll tell you, this snapping shit is what we do. This is what I do. So he goes, from January, he's been talking about, yo, I got a bomb. I got a bomb. I could blow you up at any time. And I keep constantly telling him, fuck your bomb. Fuck your bomb. Post what you want to post. I don't care. So yesterday, while I was at my daughter's first cheering game, where she's cheering for the football team at the first game, my daughter did a nice job. They just don't know. Dwayne, they don't know. This is what I do. I'm hoping a motherfucker snap on me half the time. Listen, you had better do your homework going up against listen, Rodney, I'm hoping a motherfucker snap on me. This is pure entertainment for me. What's up, Annika? This is pure entertainment for me. Facebook is entertainment for me. If you take this Facebook shit seriously, that's your problem. Okay? But this Facebook shit is entertainment to me. So yesterday, while I was at my daughter's football game, she did a fantastic job cheering it. Hi, Deanne Perez. That's my cousin, y'all. While she was cheering at the game, I was tagged to a Facebook page. My man can entertain you all day. Oh, yes, Dwayne. And that's what I said. I'm stupid with dumb stamina. I'm stupid with dumb stamina. So my man lives in California, right? While at my daughter's game, he takes a picture of Kobe Bryant, when Kobe Bryant was in all white, dressed like a girl. And then put that picture next to my wife's picture while my wife was in that beautiful dress at the wedding in Jamaica. And said, my wife looks like Kobe Bryant. Now, my wife just cut off all her hair, and she's still fine than a motherfucker. Now, if you heard her, I think she laughed. Oh, you laughing? See, we all laugh at that shit. We all laugh. Yo, he said my wife looks like Kobe Bryant. He kept Reverend rocking for 2 days. You know that's right. He said my wife looked like Kobe Bryant. And he was expecting this crazy response from me. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I did go ahead because he took the pictures from my Facebook page. I'm going to show y'all what he did. So I went to his Facebook page. He deleted all the pictures off his Facebook page, right? Like some real sucker shit. He deleted all the Facebook pictures off his page because he know how I get down. He know how I get down. So once he deleted all the Facebook pictures off his Facebook page, he failed to realize that he has an Instagram page. That I could just drag pictures from there. But you know what? I didn't do that. I didn't turn my petty on. Because he didn't want that work. No, Hodge. He didn't want that work. He knew what was coming. He knew what was coming. He deleted all his Facebook pictures. The pictures of his wife. The pictures of our wife. The pictures of his oldest kid look like me. So one of them kids gotta be mine. Yeah, listen, it just went to some sucker shit. And he's all the way in California. I'm not gonna respond to that. This is why I'm gonna respond to it right here. I'm not gonna go back and forth with pictures, but guess what? I got some. I'm not going to go back and forth with pictures. He's trying to say, yo, Epps is mad. Epps ain't mad? What the fuck am I get mad at? Listen to me. Listen to me and be very, very clear. My wife is 45 years old. My wife, let me just give you an example. I told you what happened at that airplane, right? I told you what happened with the airplane when I had a little beef on the airplane, right? I told you what happened. So I don't know if I ever finished the story, but when we got to the resort in Jamaica, right? Now understand, my wife is a very conservative woman. So when we get to the resort in Jamaica, our room wasn't ready. But they put us in a dressing room because my wife wanted to get in the pool. Okay? We go in the room. She's still mad at me. She puts on a white bikini and poom-poom shorts. Now understand this. My wife had 2 kids, and she's 45 years old. 2 kids and 45 years old. When she left that goddamn dressing room with these poom-poom shorts and that bikini, I said to myself, listen, nigga, you better get right, because she is looking too fine. Listen, there's 25-year-old women running around there that couldn't hang with her. This woman got good genes. Do you hear me? She got good genes. I'm lucky, I'm blessed and highly favored to have that woman choose me. Do you hear me? I'm blessed and highly favored to have that woman choose me. That woman bad as... Listen, everywhere we go, somebody try to holler at her. We king and queens. She's the beautiful woman, and I'm the fat mess. He don't know you eat this stuff for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yes! I eat that shit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner as a fact. So he takes his little pictures and compares, says my wife looks like Kobe Bryant. I'm not going to go back and forth with him because what he did was some sucker shit. You know, a lot of sucker niggas do. You know, he took a picture from my page and put it on Facebook. So I'm not going to do that. I will. You talk about my wife, I will talk about your wife. And you ain't going to, trust me, I'm going to win. I am going to win. Because I don't like to lose. B, I'm stupid. I'm stupid as hell. I already claimed his wife. That's my boo. And I claimed one of the babies. One of the babies look like me. So I'm not going to address this. I'm not going to go back and forth with him. And matter of fact, I want them to keep that shit up. Because when it's time for me to hit the go button, I don't want anybody to wonder why. So then he says this shit too. When I come to New York, we gonna fight. Now he's young. I think he's in his mid-30s. But when I come to New York, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Listen, my guy. I'm gonna tell him again. Ryan McGovern, what's up? Danny Kuko, what's good, baby? Listen. I got some little dudes. Some little young boys who won't even let you get to my block. Little young dudes. Little dudes that hide in dark alleys. Who don't mind getting arrested. Those kind of dudes. I got those dudes. Okay? So, whenever you come to New York, let me know. I'm going to give you my address and phone number. And you come over here. I got little guys, little mean motherfuckers. Gibbs' Facebook antics are hysterical. And that's all you can look at it as. That's all you can look at it as. Now, the worst thing you can say, before I move on to the Yankees, if the worst thing you can say is, your wife looks like Kobe Bryant, motherfucker, I'm winning. I'm winning. And let me tell you something, my wife is a bad bitch. And if you ask anybody, ask any of my friends, I don't know who's in here, any of my friends, you can tell them, listen, Epps got a little fine-ass wife. Hell yeah. My wife better than a motherfucker. Okay? And I'm blessed and highly favored to have her. Okay? I don't get down, bring family into that shit. Listen. I understand that. But here's what I do with jokes. If you want to snap on me and keep it about me, that's cool. But I'm always going to let you set the barrier on how far I go. I'm never just going to come at your wife. I'm never just going to come at your mom. I'm never going to just come at your kids. But the second you come after mine, oh yeah, game on. Game on. So Chris Gibbs, he's a sucker. And I just don't entertain sucker shit. The niggas I fuck with are thorough. The white dudes I fuck with are thorough. Me hermanos is thorough. The Asian cats I fuck with are thorough. The Jewish dudes I fuck with are thorough. The Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Bajans, thorough. Trust and believe. Though he know you got goons in small places, high places, and places that don't even, he don't understand. He don't understand the operations of Amityville. He don't understand how quorum operates. He don't understand how all that operates. Listen. I'm gonna tell you a quick story before we move on to the Yankees. It's 6:30, and I'm gonna move on to the Yankees. But I'm gonna tell you this quick story, and I'm gonna keep the people's name out of it. Except one dude. I gotta tell everybody about this one clown. Okay? Your boy Shanton Scooby Brown, right? He owes me money. He owed me money for like, I don't know, 10 years now. He owes me $600, right? Me and him was like this, tight. So all of a sudden he became a pastor. And I guess because he thinks he's a pastor now, or he's not even a pastor, he didn't go to pastor school, nothing. But I think because he thinks he's a pastor now, he don't owe people money. So my man, who will remain nameless, by the way, saw him getting on a bus on Route 110 in Amityville. So I get a call. Yo, I see your man Scooby out here, and I know he owe you that dough. I could press him right now to get that dough. And I'm like, nah, don't do that, man. Let him live. Let him live because, A, I don't want you to get in no trouble. That was the main thing. I didn't want my man to get in no trouble. And B, he ain't gonna have that money on him. So don't shake him up. Just leave him be. Just leave him be. Okay, but just know, now my man told me, just know I can get that money for you right now. I said, listen, my man, just leave him be, please. And that was about 8 years ago. So, if Chris Gibbs thinks he's going to walk out here into Bayshore, Long Island, that's where I'm at, Chris Gibbs. I'm in Bayshore, Long Island. And he thinks he's going to drive past Amityville, drive past Uniondale, drive past Hempstead, and drive past Copang, and think he gonna come see me. He got a whole lot of barriers to get to before he get to me. Okay? So Chris Gibbs, you a sucker, and I'm not entertaining sucker shit. Congratulations, if that all makes you feel better. Congratulations, Chris Gibbs, you win. Hate dudes that don't pay honor to the bet. You a good dude, not to approach him. But at the same time, he always gonna be broke, not worth it. Probably, and that's what his debt was. His debt is a gambling debt. But let's move on. Sucker shit is over. I spent too much time on it. Let's move on. New York Yankees. Brian Cashman, Aaron Boone both need to be fired. And here is why. You don't sign Joe Girardi because you claim that he manages every game like it's game 7. You don't hire Joe Girardi back because he's too hard on Gary Sanchez. You don't hire Joe Girardi back because he was a major league catcher and a pretty damn good one, by the way. And he's too hard on Gary Sanchez. Meanwhile, 2 balls went by Gary Sanchez again last night. And you don't re-sign that man. Let's be clear. Let's let everybody know. Joe Girardi wasn't fired. They didn't re-sign him. Yankees invested in more bats than them. That's a fact. But now let me remind everybody. Brian Cashman only won one World Series. Brian Cashman has only been around for 1 World Series. Who was the one he won it with? Oh, Joe Girardi. Now, Joe Girardi was the manager last year, and he went further with last year's team, which was worse than this year's team. Let me say it again. Joe Girardi went to a game before the World Series with a worse team than he had this year. Now, I'm going to tell you, listen, all you so-called baseball aficionados, before football, baseball was my first love, believe it or not. Before football. You cannot win a World Series without a pitching staff and defense. I'm going to say it again. I don't give a damn what anything. Kickball, that looks like baseball. Kickball. If you got a good kick, if every guy on your kickball team kicks home runs and you got a shitty pitcher, you can't win. I play very, very competitive, modified softball. There go Clarence. Clarence Jones Jr. is a man named Watt. Watt, a legendary pitcher in the softball community in New York. Legendary. I didn't say he was average. Legendary. And Watt, please state your age. I think Watt's close to 60, and he's still playing. He may be over 60. There's tales of Watt throwing a riser that would start at your knees, and by the time it got to you, it was over your damn shoulders. There's legendary stories. Even how he got the name WAP is legendary. Look, he's 62. If you don't have pitching in softball, you can't win. Don't tell me anything about who you got batting 1 to 10. It's just like baseball. If you can't pitch, you can't win. What's up, Stacy? 3 components: starting pitching, defense, situational hitting. So you got this, you went and got this clown Stanton, by the way. He played with my pops. Who's your pops? Because I probably play with your pops. You got this clown Stanton, who hits the greatest Yankees up 7-0 home runs ever. He don't hit no home runs in the clutch. That last at bat, he was swinging. He made his mind up that he was going to swing the bat before the ball was even released. He swung at balls that wasn't nowhere near the zone. The funky Yankees proved that they have the record home runs this year and could not even win the division. Charlie Bond. What? Do we know Charlie Bond? So, here you have Stanton. And it was proved way before that. The Baltimore Orioles had a monster lineup in the early 2000s. You had Cleveland with a monster lineup. You had Yankees. We know him. What? Who's Charlie Bond? What? Stanton left 15 guys in scoring position this series. Lord have mercy. I don't give a damn how many sticks you got. Seattle was another good team. Oh, Seattle blazed the ball. They had one pitcher. Well, two pitchers. Two pitchers this year. Don't tell me shit about we broke the record for home runs. I told y'all this back in April. If you have this home... Listen, I told y'all, the Cleveland Indians had, in one lineup, the Cleveland Indians had Kenny Lofton, Albert Bell, Jim Tomei, I forget the shortstop's name, Manny Ramirez. This was one lineup. Benito Santiago. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about how many home runs you hit. Listen, some of the best Yankee teams barely hit home runs. Paul O'Neill was the only guy. Listen to this lineup the Yankees had. Joe Girardi, or Jorge Posada, Scott Brosius, Derek Jeter, Chuck Knobloch, Tino Martinez, Bernie Williams, Paul O'Neill, and Jim Leyritz or whoever they put in left field. Okay, where is the Big Bopper there? Where is the Big Bopper? But they had Roger Clemens, they had Andy Pettitte, they had who else do they have? Who else do they have pitching on those teams? Andy Pettitte. It'll come to me. And they have Mariano in the back end. John Wetland was in the back end in the beginning. Let's stop Jimmy Key. Jimmy Key was a bulldog. If you know anything about baseball, Jimmy Key was a bulldog. Mike Mussina. Jimmy Key was a bulldog. They even had Kevin Brown. Kevin Brown couldn't even pitch here. They had Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson couldn't even pitch here. The pressure was just too much for them. David Wells, that's who it is. My guy. David Wells. Loved Yankee Stadium. Loved him as a Yankee. Where is the Big Bopper in that lineup? This is Brian Cashman, who's supposed to be one of the greatest GMs ever. He don't understand that pitching wins and home runs don't. Pitching wins, home runs don't. Even when you had a chance to go get the kid, what's his name? He's in Philadelphia right now. He left the Cubs. He left the Chicago Cubs. With the pitcher the way it is, you could have got a whole bunch of people. David Cone is another one that pitched well. So now, here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. And this is what I said. No, I don't think it's going to happen, but this is what I said. Jake Arrieta, that's his name. Jake Arrieta was out there, and Jake Arrieta was out there for a long time. You play a sport, New York Yankees, where there's no salary cap. Why are you putting a cap on yourself all of a sudden? That's the only thing I liked about George Steinbrenner. I'll tell you that much. That's the only one. Oh, no, they couldn't have got DeGrom. They couldn't have got DeGrom. Because the Yankees and the Mets don't make trades with each other. So he couldn't have got DeGrom. But damn it, he could get DeGrom now. Ain't DeGrom a free agent? He could get DeGrom now. Even if you would have got, what's his name? Harvey. Even if you would have got Harvey, I would have been cool with that. But here's what they need to do right now. Trade Stanton. Pay for some of his contract. Pay for 70% of that shit. Trade him to San Francisco for Madison Bumgarner. DeGrom's not a free agent? Oh, okay. I thought DeGrom was a free agent this year. Well, the Mets, he might as well be a free agent because the Mets can't pay all the pitchers. Bernie Madoff's still in their pocket. But trade Stanton over to San Francisco for Madison Bumgarner. That's right. Madison Bumgarner. He's a dog. Madison Bumgarner's a dog. His ERA was over 4 this year. So what? He needs a change of scenery. And guess what? He don't want to be in San Francisco. Trade Stanton for Madison Bumgarner. Get him over here now. Oh, this boy Stanton hit the greatest Yankees up 10-0 home runs. He loves to hit a home run when it don't mean shit. When the money's on the table, you can't find Stanton. You should have saw him last night. He looked crazy as hell last night. Stanton looked crazy as hell last night. Stanton was swinging at pitches before the goddamn ball was released. He was already swinging. Ask Rivera to come back. Nope. We got a closer. We got a bunch of closers. We good in that area. We got the best bullpen in baseball. We good in that area. Okay, I would sign CC back just because CC threw at the Tampa Bay catcher. Okay, it didn't even take the $500,000. I would sign CC back and make him the 5th starter. Now trade Stanton, put the Gray boy with him, Stanton and Gray, put them together, send them to San Francisco, get Madison Bumgarner here ASAP. Get Madison Bumgarner. If Cashman is a real GM, don't tell me shit about his ERA being over 4. He's coming off an injury. He don't want to be in San Francisco. Okay? Take the Gray boy, take Stanton, send both their asses to San Francisco. Yankees and Brewers have the 2 best bullpens in baseball. That's a fact. Because here's your pitcher staff right now. San Francisco would take him. San Francisco would take him in a heartbeat. San Francisco would take Stanton and Gray. What's the name? The Gray boy. The Gray boy young. Stanton carried the Yankees for probably here we go. He carried the Yankees. He ain't carried shit. The pitching staff carried the Yankees. I wouldn't sign CC again. Don't. See, the problem is, Craig, you don't understand what CC did. When CC has an incentive in his contract that all he has to go is 7 innings, in 7 innings and he gets another $500,000 on his contract, and he takes the ball in the 5th inning and throws at the catcher's head that threw at his guy, it threw at him and then walked his ass off the mound. He didn't wait to get thrown out. He threw at his ass and walked off the mound. Fuck your $500,000. That motherfucker's a Yankee. You gotta keep him. You gotta keep him. April Smith, hold on 1 second. Yes, Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray, that's it. Sonny Gray, Stanton, send them over to San Francisco, get Madison Bumgarner. Yeah, he looking to sign back. ESPN, talk a little bit. Yeah. They gonna sign him. They have to sign him. But he has that no trade. Who has a no trade? Oh, Stanton has a no trade? Stanton has a no trade. That's a problem. Stanton loves playing good with a good lead. Oh, yeah. Please. Let me bring my girl on. We got to do these football picks. Let me bring my girl on, April Smith. April Smith is people. April Smith kicking ass.
Hello.
Oh, you are kicking ass, girl.
Yes.
You are kicking ass, girl. Last week, you went. Where's my book? Last week, you beat us again.
Yes.
You went 10-5 last week.
Yes.
You went 10-5. I went 8-7, and Gary went 7-8.
Yes.
Oh,
see, y'all was clowning me when I first started, but look at God.
This ain't good. This ain't good. Because I am a football guy. She's a lipstick girl. This ain't good. We're going to figure this out. Your daddy, I didn't hear from your daddy this week, so I was like, oh, this is a good thing. I didn't hear from him this week.
Yes. We had our coaching session today, so I'm ready again.
Okay, so you ready? Okay, let me read some of this. We just said he's overachieving. He's an overachieving slugger. Who's overachieving? He's not overachieving. See, Sabathia is my favorite pitcher. Yes. April's dad is watching. Oh, there he is. There he is. April's dad is watching. Uh-oh. Okay. Corey, we got to be careful because April's dad will be in your inbox. So we got to be careful. Are you ready, baby?
Yes, I got nervous with that Viking game because I almost lost that one. I was like, Lord, no. But yeah.
Tolo, Cece's done great career. Put him out the pasture. No. See, I think you could take Cece and make him a number 5 starter on your staff. Make him a number 5 starter. For what he did, that one day proved everything to me. I love him. Make him a number 5 starter. Okay, here we go. Philly at the Giants. Who you got? This. Oh, by the way, hold on. This is Women Wednesday, people. This is Women Wednesday.
Yes.
Me
and the women are winning right now.
Me,
Women
April,
Wednesday
and
is
Gary
what it is.
are trying to help these women win their office pool. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
April, if you use April's picks, she is going to give, and you win. And you prove to us you used her picks, and you win. She is going to give you lip gloss and lip cream by her company. What's the name of the company again?
Leotia Beauty.
I gotta write this down. Spell that.
Leottia.
Leotia Beauty.
Beauty. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I gotta write that down. I wrote that down. We good.
And you know what? They don't even have to win the office pool. If they would just, after the show, share your show and say, I'm standing with April, they can get the lip.
Whoa. Hold on. Say that again, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Say that again.
So they don't even have to win the office pool. If they just repost your show and share it and say that they're standing with me, they'll get the free lip gloss and lip cream if we win.
You are so sweet.
Thank you.
So sweet. Your husband is a lucky man, boy. Let me tell you.
Thank
Let
you.
me tell you. You even went and brought him a PlayStation or something like that, didn't you?
Oh, an Xbox.
You bought him an Xbox. Oh, God bless you. God bless your soul. So if you share my show and say that you're standing with
April.
Share my show and say I'm standing with April. She will send you the lip gloss and the lip cream. Repost
Yes, if
my
we
show,
win.
Deatra. That's all you have
Yes.
to do.
And if we win, you got a free lip gloss or lip cream.
And if she wins and you show us that you win using her picks, free lip gloss, lip cream. So let's move on. We got the Giants at home versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep, I went with the Eagles.
Ooh. Okay. Let me keep my mouth shut. Daddy hit me up. Okay. We got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Cleveland Browns.
I went with the Chargers.
Okay. We got Buffalo at Houston.
I went with Houston.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We got Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
I went with Cincinnati.
Okay. Love it. Okay. Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
I went with the Falcons.
Chicago at Miami.
I went with Chicago.
Oh boy, Gary's gonna love that. Gary, come on here with Chicago t-shirts, hats now, jerseys, the foam finger. Carolina at Washington.
I went with the Panthers.
Okay. Seattle at Oakland.
I went with the Seahawks. You crack me up.
That's a strong pick. That's a strong pick, boy. Arizona at Minnesota.
I went with the Vikings.
You went with the Vikings. We have somebody.
Yeah, that's Minnesota, right?
We have to make sure that Deatra shared the show. Okay. And she put, I'm standing with April, Leata Beauty. Okay. Hashtag Leata Beauty. Deatra Fowler.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to write her name down so I can send it to you. I can send it to you on Facebook. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So wait, Arizona, Minnesota, you said who?
I said Minnesota.
Okay. Indianapolis at the New York Jets.
Of course, I'm gonna go with the Jets.
You better, girl. You better talk that shit.
Yes.
Okay. The Rams at Denver.
I went with the Rams.
Okay, here you go. Jacksonville at Denver. Jacksonville at Dallas.
Okay.
Sorry. Jacksonville at Dallas. At Dallas.
I'm going with Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Whoa, that's a good pick.
Thank you.
Baltimore at Tennessee. Yeah. That's what I said.
I know. I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Ravens. Okay. Baltimore. Okay. Now I need a little background on this after you make this pick. Kansas City at New England.
So, okay, let's talk about it.
Yes.
So I'm going to go. I feel like it could go either way, but I feel like the Patriots are going to do
What?
this. I think they're going to give them their first loss. Yes, because Tom Brady is a whole other man when he's playing at home. And
Because, wait, say that again. Tom Brady's a whole other what?
man when he's playing at
Oh,
home.
it ain't cause
So
Tom
I
Brady's
have a
cute
feeling-
enough like that, right? You ain't.
No,
Oh, you ain't make.
I told you how I feel about the Patriots, and my dad and my husband want to kill me every time. But I have a feeling they're gonna win this one.
Okay, now you know Craig is a big Kansas City Chiefs fan, right?
I'm sorry, Craig, but they gonna lose. I have a feeling.
You feel it in your bones, huh? Hi,
I
Aisha.
do. I feel like if they're gonna lose to anybody, it's gonna be the Patriots.
Okay.
That's gonna give them that first.
Okay. San Francisco at Green Bay.
I went with Green Bay.
Listen, April, there's going to be a whole lot of this. Boom. Boo-da-da-da. Go, Pack, go. Sorry, Rufus. I love you like cooked food. But listen, Green Bay went and lost to Detroit. Oh, you got a hot, pissed off Aaron Rodgers playing on Monday night in Green Bay. Woo.
Exactly.
Woo. This,
I tell you.
this could get ugly fast.
Yes.
Points.
Wait. I'm gonna stick in my 40s, and I'm gonna say 47 again.
40.
Well, I forgot what I said.
7.
But I'm gonna say 47.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Hold on, let's see. Craig, boo, hiss. Oh, whatever. All get picks will be wrong.
Tell Craig we'll see what happens at that game. We're gonna see who's gonna be crying and who's not. You know. April's been picking right lately, so I don't know.
See, listen, Craig. A Scipio on point, Craig. I can't front. She went 10-5. I went 8-7.
Yes.
And Gary went 7-8. So she's actually winning right now.
I may not know all the lingo, but
Listen, let's do. I'm gonna confirm this with Gary. I'm gonna confirm this with Gary. We have to do something with us. Whoever wins between us, we have to do like a gift card to a restaurant or something. Okay, I'm gonna confirm this with Gary. Between me, you, and Gary.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll confirm.
Yeah,
we'll come up with a gift card or something. Because we can't have dinner with Gary because Gary's ass is in Virginia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You look at Deatra. Deatra's all about this woman power. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, girl.
All
Yes.
about that all day long. Trust me when I tell you.
Because y'all was sleeping on us women.
Oh, please.
Y'all supposed to be teaching us. It look like I'm teaching y'all now, you know?
Oh, please. Please stop. Okay. JB, what's up? Bobby Fulcomberry, my guy. What's up? New England has look. Now Craig want to go explain shit.
Tell him I don't know about all these stats. Let me see.
Now Craig want to go explain this shit. New England has no pass rush. Shoot, compared to our last two opponents, Denver and the
It don't
Jags.
matter. Tell him all of that don't matter.
Huh?
I said all of that don't matter. It's how they play on the field at that game. That's what matters.
That's what I like. That's what I like about these women, boy. All these women will forget about tomorrow quick. They'll forget about yesterday quick, boy. Don't tell me what you did. What is that?
Listen, y'all men should be glad we forget about yesterday.
Huh?
Let me tell you, y'all men should be glad we forget about yesterday. Because y'all may not have a good woman in your life if we don't.
Maybe you're right. Maybe that's what we need to stop doing. Stop worrying about what happened last week and move on.
Exactly.
Move on to the next. You know what? I'm going to use that strategy.
Exactly.
I'm going to use that strategy. I'm going to move on to the next week. All right, honey. Thank you again.
Alrighty.
Thank you again.
Yes.
Don't forget, I'm going to send you
so
Deatra's. I'm going to tag you to Deatra. So, because she's Shan and she stands with April. April.
Thank you.
Okay.
But I have to send you my picks for next week because I'm going to see. My job paid for me to go see Kanye West and Charlemagne on a mental health.
Hold on, time out. Now, okay, let's do this right because I don't want people to just go crazy right now. April Smith works with people who
The
have mental health
association.
issues.
Mm-hmm.
She's a mental health
Yes.
advocate. Okay.
Right.
So now you are going. I saw you saw Chrisette Michelle.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and that's
Mm-hmm.
nice that you went to see Chrisette Michelle because she's going through it right now behind all that Trump nonsense. Okay.
Yeah, well, I just happened to do an event and she was there.
Oh,
So I didn't even know she was gonna be there. Yeah.
Okay. And now you got tickets to see Kanye West
and Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm.
Where's that going to be at?
In Manhattan. They're having like a town hall discussion on mental health.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That works for me. What do you think as a mental health advocate? Because I know you get a little sensitive when people say crazy, loony, retarded. I know you get a little sensitive to those words. What do you think of Kanye West?
Well, I feel like right now, I definitely feel like he is having what we would call, he's being manic right now. But I'm trying to go to this talk with an open mind. I'm trying not to go with my own judgments. I'm just trying to be open-minded, see what this is about, and then take my opinion from there.
Okay. One more question before you go. What is the biggest mistake, I'm going to say, civilians make when talking about people with mental health issues?
I think the biggest mistake is that we have to all realize that we all have mental health issues, and we're really all one trauma away from being at a state where we would need doctor intervention. So I always say my theory is don't ever think you're too big or too successful to ever have a mental health issue, because I feel like we're all just one trauma away from that.
Everybody is one trauma away from having a mental health issue. Now, one more thing before I go.
Okay.
One more thing. I noticed a trend with Black America.
Yes.
The word now is PTSD. Everybody has PTSD. PTSD, PTSD, PTSD. Is Black America using that as a crutch now?
You know, I honestly do not think so. I think if we recognize that we do have post-traumatic stress disorders and how it plays out in our family and our households and our relationships, and if we got the help we needed, I think our families would be a lot further ahead than we are now, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So that's how I feel.
Because if that's the case, the way
I
my
don't think
mother
it's a
father
crutch.
whooped my
I think
ass.
it's that if you recognize it.
Huh? I'm sorry.
No, I was saying I don't think it's a crutch.
The way my mother father whooped my ass, I got all types of PTSD.
Don't make me laugh.
All right, baby. Listen,
no, the
you're
whoopings
doing a great
won't give
job.
you that, though. Sometimes the whoopings are needed.
Huh?
I said the whippings won't give you that. I think sometimes those are needed.
Oh. Okay. Okay. But every time I see a belt, I get a little shiver down my spine.
Yep, that's PTSD then.
Okay, baby, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I'll see you next week, Wednesday.
Alrighty, have a good day.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
That's my girl, y'all, April Smith. Keeping up the good fight. It's a good woman right there, boy. It's a good lady. I don't want to call her a lady because she ain't that old, but she's a good woman. She's a good woman. You know how you're happy to meet certain people? These two people I'm happy to meet. Like, I'm happy to have met April Smith. I'm happy to have met Gary Callis. You know, I'm happy to meet these people. Some people seem to think PTSD is just a military thing, and it's not. Okay. Come on, Gary. It's a thin line between sane and insane.
Oh, thank you, April. Thank you, April, for that last bit of dialogue. That is something really serious. It's not I mean, you're a comedian, so you know you're allowed to make light of it. But that was a beautiful segue, outro.
Yeah.
That you did.
She works with mental health mental health people. And she had a rally this year in the park. It was really nice. Although it rained, she was out there. She's out there to help people. And that's what I like about her. Her spirit is so good. Her
Right.
spirit is so
Right.
good.
What's going on, Rodney?
You know?
Like I said, I wanna talk to these individuals behind the scene. I'm planning an event here that I want to kind of touch bases on with that
Oh, okay.
situation because
That's dope.
we got a lot of that in the community that
And
and I just
maybe you
think it
can
got to
link
be
up with
done
April
a
Smith
certain
and
way.
maybe me, her, Kurt Kane. Kurt Kane's a local rapper up here. Maybe come in and put on a show, whatever.
Yeah, let's do it. We could make this happen.
Yeah,
So I mean,
I'll
I
come
just
down there for that.
yeah, we'll definitely do that because like I said, I want to we bigger than just what we do. This social media can bridge gaps as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could do a lot of things with it. But
Look, she
I'm
already
here
said
for the sports
absolutely.
right
So we
now.
need to talk.
I bet, definitely. I promise we will. I'm a particular person, and that comes from a lot of things. So we will though, definitely.
Okay, now
Craig,
listen.
look, stay on your high horse, Craig. I appreciate you being 5-0. I jumped off mine because it got real for me.
Yeah,
Because I just
well,
realized we got New England next week.
well, yeah, exactly. But listen to this. Listen to this. Your picks got PTSD because you went 7-8 last week.
Yeah, listen, no more with my heart, man. Listen.
Oh,
When I
okay.
first
I'm
started out in
glad you know it.
when I first started out in fantasy, that's how I was as far as the players. I used to just pick nothing but Bears players. My guy, Clyde, sat me down and talked to me and said, "Listen, you cannot play. You can't play like this." So, he got me straight. Now, I'm thinking because Fonny, he's in the group.
Yeah,
He's really good at that stuff. Like Marcus, a lot of them they really good at it. They really they bet with they thoughts and not their heart. So I say this week, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
okay.
try
So let's
the
go to
bet.
work. And by the way,
Yeah.
your boy Chris Gibbs is a sucker, but it's all good. I'm not responding to that sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? If you respond to a sucker, guess what? You a sucker.
Yeah, you become well because they say that people from a distance can't tell who is who.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
you do gotta kind of pace yourself
Yeah.
and realize what you're dealing with.
Yeah. He
That
lives too
was
far away. He lives too
yeah, that
far
was a
away.
sneak attack.
Yeah. If he was in Delaware, I could touch him a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I could
yeah,
touch him a little bit. I could just pop up.
yeah,
But he lives
yeah,
in Compton.
yeah.
You know,
Somewhere out there.
and he said my wife
Somewhere
was
out
like
there.
Kobe Bryant. So if that's the best thing he could do, then I'm fucking winning. Cause that heifer fine as shit.
Well, what you got to think is, we live in a world where once you do something to somebody, you got to always respect retaliation. It could be 2 months from there. It
Oh
could be
yeah.
2 hours from
Oh
now.
no, he
It could
told
be a
me this
year
shit was
from
coming.
now.
He
Oh
told
yeah,
me he had this
he been
bomb.
playing. Yeah, he been planning this for a year.
Yeah, we've been
He just
playing this
had to
since
get his shit
January.
back right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got this bomb, Noel. And he posted a picture of Kobe dressed like a girl. Remember Kobe was dressed like a woman or Millie Vanilli, whatever the fuck he was doing. And
Oh, he did one of those one of the things. See, I kind of missed it. When I saw, I ain't gonna lie, when I saw the group going that way, I just that's why you don't see none of the like the pictures changing or none of the highlights or recaps this week because the group went a different way. So I just kind of backed away this week.
Okay. I can respect that, but listen, that don't bother me. She even laughed
Right.
when she just heard it. She even
Yeah,
laughed.
yeah, that I mean, y'all got that personality. I'm far. I wish I could be like that. I had that kind of sense of humor, but it bothers me. So
Okay,
anyway,
let's move on.
all right, yes,
Philadelphia
sir,
at the
Rodney.
Giants on Thursday night.
All right, so all right, all right. So here's my first one of the day. I gotta, I gotta be fair about this. I don't know who Philly is no more. Them losing, you broke my heart when I had to take a moment when I got off the air and I saw Ja was gone for the year for sure. Like, I mean, like I was wondering why he only had 24 carries for like I didn't even think nothing of it because I was so far ahead of my opponent that I didn't check into it. So but I got New York Giants in the upset.
Wow.
I got New York Giants in the upset. I just, I'm not a fan of what Philly doing right now.
Well,
Yeah.
do you think Philly gets Le'Veon Bell?
That's a big move because what does a Ja contract look like? Because didn't they sign him when they first got him?
Who?
Didn't
Ja?
Philly
Yeah, they
sign a
signed the Ja.
Ja?
Yeah.
So they're gonna just have two of them. They're gonna play. Well, I mean, that'll be a good move for him. I mean, that'll be a
It's
great
a good
move
move
for
for
him.
anybody. Do you think they get him?
Yeah. I don't
You
think
think
they
they
get
get him?
him. I think they probably go after our boy more so than Le'Veon because Le'Veon really sticking to this. He want to get paid as the top paid running back, and he want to get paid as the one of the top receivers. So that's where the hold up is at because he wanna do a new contract. He want to break ground and get
Well,
running
whatever
backs
team
who
he goes to and plays for, he has to play for the franchise tag this year.
right, right, and he's aware of that. But I would say if they could get him, like you said, any team that could get him. Crowell, the way he broke out, do y'all really need him in at the Jets
Hell yeah,
now?
we
I
need him with the
mean,
Jets. Send Crowell over to Pittsburgh. Hell yeah, we need him. That's a no-brainer. If fucking Philadelphia's offered a 3, goddamn it, Jets offer a 2. Okay, yes,
right,
we need
right,
him.
right.
Okay,
Okay, I
I don't
mean,
think
like I said, I
he
mean,
lands with the Eagles. I don't think he gets there.
yeah, he definitely don't land with the Eagles. Pittsburgh definitely got to trade him. If they're gonna stick to who the Steelers traditionally has been, they got to trade him now.
Yeah, and
But
get something for
definitely
him.
get something for him because Earl Thomas showed us that you're an injury away, number
Yep,
one.
yep.
Two,
That Earl
Sean
Thomas shit
Alex.
is on his head heavy. Trust me.
If you look at certain running backs in the past, like Sean Alexander, there's a few of them that got that money, Priest Holmes, and they fell off
Chris
because they
Johnson.
had Chris Johnson. They fell off once they got that money because they had already done so much. I think they were just holding up until they get that money,
Nah, it's
and
the
then their
age.
body just broke down.
It's the age. It's the age.
Right.
But
Yeah, they wore them out.
yeah, they wore them backs out. It's the age. Running backs don't last long. But if
Right.
he's sitting out a year, he's keeping his legs fresh. And
No,
that's
that's a
the
good
big thing.
thing. I agree with you, sir.
Chargers at Cleveland.
You know what, man? Listen, don't the Browns give me the believing in them, man. I don't want to do it, man. Like I don't know if they fool's gold, but the way they play defense is like that's un-Cleveland. That's more so taking us back to the Frank Minifield days when like they really had that dog pound going in Cleveland. So okay, not with my heart. Let's keep this right. So if I was to be they in Cleveland,
In Cleveland.
but the Chargers still is the better team, so I'm gonna go with the Chargers. But
Okay.
Cleveland definitely is gonna be a good fight for Cleveland.
Okay. Buffalo at Houston.
I looked at an interesting stat, right? I was kind of down on Watson, right? Early in the year, saying that his leg
Let me
this,
tell you
his
something.
leg that.
That goddamn Watson he's a crash dummy, bro. He is taking some huge hits.
Yeah, I think he like 18 sacks or so right now. but he still got pretty good numbers. You know, passing wise, Hopkins is still a stud.
But what was that
Um,
stat you looked at?
well, I just looked at that. You know, a lot of the top quarterbacks, passing wise, yardage wise, that's leading the NFL. If that's what the first thing people look at, um, their completion percentage is horrible. They in like the 60s, like low 60s, low 50s, something like that. I mean, but they do got a lot of touchdowns. I look at completion percentage a lot just to see, you know, what's what. And I mean, that's a prevailing
Completion
stat to me.
percentage is about accuracy. That's all that's about.
Right. And that, yeah, it's definitely about accuracy. So let's say that you're okay, your deep ball, which a lot of them got high yards per throw averages, that's not working. You need your mid range, you need your, you know, your short passing game. What are you gonna do? So that's especially like you always say when the weather, you outside that dome, the weather get cold, you're gonna need that. So um the I think the Texans prevail.
Okay.
Texans prevail.
Here's an interesting one. First interesting one. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
All right, so in the past, Pittsburgh has owned Cincinnati. They rough each other up. They take it across the line, but Pittsburgh has owned them. I'm a big believer in Cincinnati. Giovanni Bernard is out a couple of weeks. You got
But
Mixon who may not play.
no,
He
Mixon
could play,
play.
may not play.
Mixon play.
Okay, but he's a little banged up. Um, I'm a big believer in Cincinnati, man. They've grown up a lot to me. I think they've tackled those demons that they needed to tackle. So I got Cincinnati winning.
Man, I'm terrified of that Pittsburgh Steelers defense. I just don't believe in it.
So you don't believe that was Blitzburg last week. That was just
Hell
Atlanta
no.
being terrible.
Hell no. I
Yeah.
believe Atlanta was just as bad. First of all, you don't find what's the name enough for me, Julio Jones. You don't run enough plays for him, as far as I'm concerned.
Right. As a coach.
Here's another one, another interesting game. Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
I was looking at that game. I looked at the stats. I don't know. You know, the game was so far ahead that it probably don't count. But Jameis Winston, he did throw 2 interceptions, but he didn't look that bad. Stat wise. But the game was so far out of reach. They got this running back coming back that balled out in the preseason. Tampa Bay. That's gonna add a spark to him. He didn't get off against us, but I think with Atlanta giving up so many yards on the ground, and I mean, I just feel like Tampa Bay the better team now. Atlanta, I made a bad prediction there.
Listen, Tampa Bay cannot, I repeat, cannot stop the pass. You're gonna have this boy Miller throwing the ball all over the goddamn yard. I mean, all over the yard. They cannot stop the pass. They're terrible against the pass. So I'm going to take Atlanta.
So you don't think the week off helped them out?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. I got Tampa Bay. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay.
Okay. Chicago at Miami.
That's a potential trap game because like I said, we got the Patriots next week. So you know, like that's scary because, do we want to go hard? Do we want to show the Patriots anything? Things of that nature. You just gotta be careful about, because our coach he may be a genius, but then he might be wanting to be considered a genius. So you never know. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to play it with a long, I got the Bears winning.
You scared. Just say the goddamn Bears.
Yeah, I'm nervous at this game. Because you don't know what Dolphins team gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? Do they got this new play? Like, is they gonna hike it? You
They
know
got
what I'm saying? Like,
nothing for Khalil back turning that corner or Ryan Tannehill. They got nothing for that.
nah, because their left tackle is in concussion protocol.
You got nothing
Tons
for him.
there.
They got
Right,
nothing for him.
right.
Okay,
But
here
you
we
know they
go.
still. All right.
Carolina at the Deadskins. And Greg Olson's
Washington.
coming back with the broken foot.
All right, so Washington is at home, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken, right?
yes.
Coming off a bad loss.
And what did I tell you was gonna
Um,
happen to him on Monday night? But go
you
ahead.
did. You called it. You definitely called it. I appreciate you giving Drew Brees a few touchdowns this week for me. That really helped me out. I got Washington winning this game.
What?
Washington winning this game. They there's no way that they could be as bad as they was last week. Um, I do think that Carolina will be able to run, but if you barely beat the Giants, what are you gonna do against the Redskins? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about at this
Okay.
point.
Okay, I got Carolina. Here's an interesting game. Seattle at Oakland.
Seattle at Oakland.
Here comes Craig. What did I tell y'all about Alex Smith? Craig, stop. There was nothing the Deadskins was going to do on Monday night with Drew Brees. I told you, when there's
In
shit
that
going
dome.
on in New Orleans, that goddamn New Orleans team come to play. I don't care. Hurricanes, floods, rain, celebrations, parties, records. That New Orleans team comes to play. It's a party for them. And it was a party Monday night.
Well, you real big on teams at home. You believe in that stuff.
I believe in certain teams at home.
Right. Well,
like
this team.
Seattle, I believe at home.
Right, but you don't believe in Oakland. Don't got a true home yet. So
Oakland got a home. They used to play on that goddamn baseball field.
yeah, but I mean, who goes to the game anymore? I mean, it's not like they.
That's one of the best traveling teams in the NFL. They packed that stadium. Now, the problem is the stadium is a
They
dump.
play in San Francisco.
The problem is the stadium's a dump. Listen, they're going to be just as many Oakland fans at the San Francisco game when they play in San Francisco as Seattle. There's going to be more. There's going to be just as many fans. They travel well. That team travels well.
Yeah, I mean, you see them, but like I said, they're not how they used to be. I got definitely Seattle winning that one.
Seattle at Oakland, you got Seattle winning.
Yeah, I mean Russell meets back with his former running back, but yeah, they definitely win. Oh, that game is in London.
Oh,
Wow.
It is?
Well, I definitely got Seattle winning that game.
Oh.
I definitely got Seattle winning that game. And if anybody want a running back that you ain't picked up, please go pick up Mike Davis. Please pick up Mike Davis. Yeah, Seattle running back if you could find him. That guy's turning it up. I mean,
Chris Carson had a great day.
Yeah, Mike Davis is getting all the touchdowns.
Okay. I got
Mike
Oakland.
Davis.
I got Oakland. I just think Marshawn Lynch. I don't understand why people don't give the ball to Marshawn Lynch on the goal line, but I think Marshawn Lynch is going to be highly motivated to play against that team.
I'm just here, probably because he's just there for the for the not get fined. That could be the case. But
Okay.
now that
Go ahead.
now to say that could be a great game though.
Okay, and that game's at 9 a.m., huh?
Yeah. You remember last year? That was when Blake Bortles broke out. Last year in London.
Blake Bortles broke out. Really?
Yeah, last year.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember
Arizona
that.
at Minnesota. Since you know about Blake Bortles. Arizona at Minnesota.
All right, so I'm gonna be honest. Rodney, Craig, everybody. This is not what I really feel. But I'm gonna go with this pick because I can't have another 7 and 8 week. So I'm gonna pick Minnesota, even though I feel like the Cardinals is gonna win.
You
So
don't feel like the Cardinals are going to win because if you did, you'd pick them. You listen. This is about your NFC North bullshit. That's all this is. Pick the
yeah.
team.
I got Minnesota winning
Okay.
because somehow Thielen knows how to get open somehow, and this Diggs guy, they got this good little combination working for them. They have no running game at all,
Well,
but they
don't say that.
definitely
Dalvin Cook is coming back. They didn't know
he's
running game
not
last
playing.
week.
He not playing this week. He out this week.
Dalvin Cook is in this week.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
He's not doing much anyway. He's a year away.
Okay. Indianapolis at the Jets.
I was looking at that game earlier, man. I was trying to find all the little, only thing I can see is that, man, y'all got a dog at the safety position and Jamal Adams.
At both
And we didn't.
safety positions.
Excuse me, I don't want to be disrespectful. I just wanted to just big up Jamal Adams because we was gonna draft him if we didn't want Trubisky. Like, so that that guy's amazing. All right, but man, I'm a big fan of Andrew Luck, but he has no receiver. So I'm gonna go ahead and
T.Y. Hilton is out again this week.
right, and I'm not gonna trust no guy named Pascal that doesn't block. Now I remember Bear Pascal for the Giants, and he used to run block well. But I damn sure am not gonna go with Trenton Pascal, whatever his name is. Yeah, you're right, Rodney. I'm picking the Jets on this one. I need to stay close. Somebody told me Noel had a good week last week. Was that true, or was that
I
April?
went 8-7. April Smith, and we got to talk about this. April Smith went 10-5. So what I proposed to April is, I was gonna say we all should go out to dinner or something, but you all the way in Virginia.
Yeah,
so maybe we come up with a gift card for the winner between us for the whole season.
Yeah, we could do that.
Whoever has the most wins the whole season, we get a gift card to a restaurant.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That'll work. She
We'll
deserves
chip in $20.
Yeah, we'll make it work. She deserves it. She's in there competing.
Yeah, she's actually beating us right now.
Yeah, she is, man. And I forgot that she's competing, so she's just sneaking away. So I'm not gambling this week.
The Rams at Denver.
Mile high. Atmosphere. Oh man. I hate when I get to thinking. I'm like a quarterback, like a football player that needs to play fast, and when I get to thinking, I'm slow, cause I need to win right now, and I'm 7-8 is not me. Let me get the Rams one more time.
You better
I'm gonna
take
go with
the
them
Rams
one more time.
because Todd
time.
Gurley gonna rush for goddamn 200 yards because Denver can't stop the damn run. You didn't see the Jets expose their ass last week?
Yeah, but did you not see the Rams defense?
The Rams defense is temporary trouble.
Right, they gotta fix it.
Defense is in major trouble.
Okay. I could deal with that. I mean, I'm going with the Rams.
Jacksonville at Dallas.
Jacksonville. I'm not even gonna commentate this one. Give me Jacksonville. Borders goes for 400 this week.
Let's hope and pray because I need Jason Garrett gone. I need the Jacksonville Jaguars to score 60. To score 60 and hold Dallas to 0. I need Jason Garrett going. Jacksonville, please put a mud hole in the Dallas Cowboys.
Craig, I went 7-8. Craig, man, I'm not used to losing, man. I'm humbled this week, man. I'm humbled. I gotta fix this. I mean, I can't be arrogant if I'm walking around here sub 500.
I'm glad you know it. Talk that shit. I'm glad you know it.
So next week you'll see me
upbeat.
upbeat.
Backbone, damn it. Craig loves to
You
be
right.
wrong and strong. Craig loved that shit to be wrong and strong. He loved that shit.
Right. So you can rub that shit in. I mean, when I got Abdul tagging me on a post, what about your pick?
Oh,
Like, nah, I'm not having that no more.
As soon as that Buffalo Titan game was over, Abdul was tagging the hell out of us.
Everybody. I'm not having that this week. I need to be right. I got a penchant for being right. That's one of my things. Like, you know, I might not show it off. I might know how to hide it, but I want to be right. God damn it. I like to be right, and I like to know what the hell I'm talking about.
Okay,
They're
good.
one of those two things.
Good. Look, Abdul, laughing my ass off indeed. I have never heard so quickly about a damn Buffalo game ever in my life. This is Buffalo.
Yeah, he
Abdul
rode that
was
one.
on it. That clock hit 1 second. He was typing away.
Oh no, he had that joint. He had that joint in a save buffer. Like he saved that to draft. He was ready. He definitely was ready. Like, I mean, listen, you gotta be 22 to zip. I was pissed. I wasn't peeking them no more.
I think he was the only one that wasn't in Buffalo paying attention to that game. He got no fantasy players on either team, but he was still watching that shit.
Oh yeah, he wanted to listen. Abdul is competitive, man. He wanted to be right. He wanted to stick his nose up at us and let us know. Like he need a little segment on the show too.
Okay, we'll look into that. Baltimore, another interesting game. By the way, who's the sponsor?
Oh, you know what? I feel so bad. I had to go back to Mo. I think I was being too bougie the last couple of weeks. You know, like I'm just listen. I ain't gonna act like I'm strictly from the hood, but I love the city aspect. Like I gotta be, you know, like I'm not even gonna try to get high and mighty ever again. I'm listening. Malt liquor it is. You know, malt liquor it is.
Shit.
That's me.
Okay, here's an interesting game. Baltimore at Tennessee.
Baltimore at Tennessee, man. What Tennessee team
What
do we
Tennessee team is
find?
going to show up is right? You
Man,
ain't
them
lying about
guys.
that.
Oh, I love OE. Tennessee. Let's see. You know what? I like this guy, Alex Collins, man. I saw some things last week. He was juking and he was moving. Like he just looked like, you know, I don't know where they found him from, but he looks like he
He's
got
a
it.
former lacrosse player.
Wow, that's good to
so
know.
you know
That's a
he's one of
good
those
challenge
dudes that
question.
got great lateral movement.
And he's shown that he was like, I'm like, got the dreads and everything. I'm like, he got to be from the Poker Beans. Like I instantly went and
Poker
looked because he
Beans?
was dark.
You from the
Yeah,
Poker Beans Projects?
I don't know. I gotta find that out. That's like he just was dark. He had the dreads. I was like, yeah, he's from the Poker.
Yeah, he's from the
Like,
Poker
but
Beans, or he from
yeah.
Oakland, where they over there getting hyphy.
Oh yeah. Compton. They definitely chocolate out there. But I got the Ravens bouncing back, man. The Ravens, I mean, they didn't, they just a quality team. I mean, I don't know what Suggs got that antler juice that Ray Lewis had because he'd have had every injury and he rebounds the next year and he plays even better that year. So I mean, that's a hell of a pick, man. Who would have thought from Arizona State that he would be such a gem?
Yeah, but he was a dog. He was a dog at Arizona State, though.
That's
not act
amazing.
like he wasn't on nobody's radar. He was a dog at Arizona State.
Well, let's be fair, Noel. We only look at our side of the coast and think that people sometimes is like dogs or great.
I remember him in college.
No, I do. Like, I mean, Lance Briggs was out there for Arizona. He was another great Arizona product. So, like, Nick Foles, Arizona. I mean, Arizona State, I mean, that's amazing. You had Joey Porter, you remember? He's from Colorado State. So, I'm just saying, in that area, like, it's some good football players that we just do not give
from Arizona.
Right.
Arizona
right.
State, right?
A lot. Arizona. That's a lot of. I mean that area is a lot of talent.
Yeah,
Like that.
there's big time football over there.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
big time football over there.
Nick Foles, Arizona.
Yeah. Your boy
Yeah.
Lynch.
Yep.
Lynch.
I mean, but yeah, definitely Baltimore this week.
Okay, here it is. We got Craig here.
Yeah.
Craig here.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about it. Kansas City at New England. Who you got?
This is the best game possible for the Bears. You get to see our offense that's not our offense, but that is our offense in us against a team and see how they react to certain stuff.
Boy, this motherfucker
Wow.
will crowbar the Chicago Bears into all types of conversation. We don't care about the goddamn Chicago Bears offense. Kansas
I'm just
City
saying, man.
versus New England. Shoot.
All right. Okay. Craig, this is a first. And I'm hoping I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I really want y'all to lose. But, you know. All right, so Craig, I'm going with Kansas City against New England.
Okay. Now, I'm going with Kansas City too, and I'm going to tell you why. That New England Patriot defense is slow than a... This is probably one of the slowest New England defenses that I've ever seen. They are slow. Who they got running with Tyreek Hill?
They got, well, you got the McCourty brothers. McCourty
Slow.
over the top.
Slow.
McCourty? Both
They're
of them?
big. They're physical. They ain't running with no Tyreek Hill.
Trust me, Bill Belichick gonna bracket cover him.
Okay, good. I'm glad you said that. You bracket cover him. Now you got Kelsey running around.
And they'll live with that. They'll live with that.
They'll live with Kelsey?
Yeah, because what they gonna do?
They got Gronk on their team?
All right, so here's the coverage. Here's the defensive coverage for everybody that's paying attention. All right, they gonna definitely roll over the safety. They probably gonna play cover 1 or something like that. If they do play cover 3, they gonna have the rolling over side over top of Hill, of course. But Chang is gonna be checking Kels.
Who?
And they feel that's a good Chang. That Peter their strong safety Chang. And they gonna feel comfortable with using
Kelsey. Okay, that's great. You got all these defensive schemes, okay, to cover people. So now you're taking people out the box. How is New England going to now defend Kareem Hunt?
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem.
What I'm saying. This defense is
slow. Well, I mean, you got to think that they got a big boy named Danny Shelton who's strong up front. That, you know, they hoping that he's going to be able to, you know, eat up a couple of blocks so those linebackers can roam around, Hightower, a couple of those guys can get through.
See,
I mean,
here come Craig with the dumb shit. They will be 4 quarters defense all game long with a spy on Mahomes. Why would you spy on Mahomes?
Yeah, Mahomes ain't Michael Vick.
Mahomes don't scramble to run. He scrambles to throw.
Right.
He don't scramble to run.
If Kels has 200 yards receiving, I'm a happy man. But that's personal reasons. Now, listen, Mahomes is due for a bad game now. So,
yeah, but I don't see it happening with that slow-ass defense. I just don't see it.
The one thing traditionally I've seen through Belichick's career is he does good against rookie quarterbacks. Number
He's
one.
Not a rookie, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, technically.
Okay. And by the way, before you go on, April picked the Patriots.
A great job, April. Great job. You're gonna give me a chance to come back. Thank you. Because I need that meal. Look at me. I need that meal. So that, like he does, and look, you remember back in the day what he did against that that Buffalo fun and gun offense?
Yes. The K
Okay.
gun.
I mean, he always just he just knows what to do. This is his type of game, Belichick, because he wants to show off. He wants to show why he's a mad genius, and I think he wants to be the one that conquers Mahomes.
Okay.
I feel that
So
way,
you think
but
Belichick is motivated?
I think he's motivated. I think Mahomes have a bad day, but the Chiefs win because, like you said, Kareem Hunt, and
I just
that's
think
what it
there's
is.
too many weapons. There's too many weapons, and that New England defense is slow. Now, Craig, you spy on scrambling quarterbacks also. No, you don't, Craig. Craig, I'm a
That's a
football coach,
waste of a
Craig.
man.
Craig, I'm a football coach. You do not
Yeah,
spy on scrambling quarterbacks. You contain scrambling quarterbacks.
scrambling quarterback,
You
right? You
contain
spy Mike
scrambling
Vick.
quarterbacks. You do not spy on them because you're wasting a player.
You wasting a player. I mean, that's all you doing. You wasting a player, and I mean, teams will start going to that empty spot. So all he got to do is roll out. That spy follow him. They're gonna vacate that hole and come back and fill it
That's right.
with something else.
All day long.
So, but you definitely contain. You definitely contain. You definitely contain.
You have to
Now,
contain. If you don't contain that boy, if you let that boy just get out the pocket, and now he's in a situation where he can run, he has a run pass option.
right.
New England don't have the foot speed to deal with that shit.
Okay. I mean, listen, you bring in a lot of great points to the. I'm not even going to disrespect your knowledge. You bringing it today. I mean, that's a great point. I didn't think that they had bad foot speed, but
Oh,
then I looked at it. I'm thinking, okay, well they got Kevin Van Hoy or whatever his name is. So yeah, you might be right, but then like I said, Kansas City wins. Belichick flusters Mahomes, and that's when his stats and that's when the chink in the film gets out on him.
okay.
Like now, people gonna know what to do to stop him
Mahomes.
after Belichick puts the blueprint is put out after this week.
Now, here's the problem. That Kansas City defense ain't got shit to stop Brady. They ain't got a goddamn thing to stop Brady, that Kansas City defense. That Kansas City defense is deplorable.
Well, let's not say it all the way deplorable. What they did was they definitely got rid of some of their great corners and stuff that they had going on. Their pass rush is still there with Houston and the guy D Ford. So they still got a pass rush, but they just they don't have a secondary behind it like they normally do.
Exactly.
Like,
and now you got Edelman back. You got Gronk. They try to get Josh Grant. I got a kid on my team named Josh Grant. Josh Gordon. They try to get him involved. I think he's tits on the bowl, but whatever. They ain't got shit. They got no answers. They get that kid Cordell involved now. They got no answers. Kansas City has no answers for Tom Brady in that passing.
Right, and that's another reason why. Like you cannot take away from the fact that younger quarterbacks, any quarterback, you see Brady across the field, and some quarterbacks it plays tricks on your head because they grew up liking Brady, they grew up admiring Brady. So these things play a trick on their mind too. So I just feel like this is gonna be Mahomes' bad day.
Craig,
like I said,
Craig, we believe in Mahomes. Last week we apologized to you and said the boy can play. You want us to suck him off every week. We're not doing that.
Yeah, you can't listen. We're gonna try our best to keep this unbiased. Mahomes will suffer because everybody know Belichick plays magical things with rookies and first-year quarterbacks.
Oh,
now, this is something that
if they lose. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, they could still win because they're gonna be forced to have to use Kareem Hunt. The bad thing about it is he got a year. Belichick got a year of film when they used Kareem Hunt in all kinds of ways last year. So now they know the ways and they know who Kareem Hunt is. So they like that's another thing.
Craig
You see what I'm
Davis,
saying?
he's not doubting him. He's just going based on Belichick's track record. He
Right.
shuts down young quarterbacks.
Right.
Now,
Right. That's
Craig
all.
Davis, you don't understand that?
And then you got to think that when y'all played New England last year, it was the first game of the season or something like that. This year, y'all playing them now that they're gelling. You know, they didn't already experience the ass whooping already.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, now they got that out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So they got that out the way. So now let's, shut down a couple of things. Let's shut down a couple of things. Let's see where we weak at. Okay.
But
so
we also
Noel
take
said we
Kansas
slow.
City.
Right, we definitely taking Kansas City, but you don't have to be fast to play zone defense. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be fast enough to get to a spot.
You better be fast to chase people with the ball.
Yeah, but they all looking forward. So
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. Watch Tyreek Hill run around this field like his shit don't stink. Watch.
What? All right. So let's do this then. And I appreciate us keeping this one going, but let's do this. Noel, let's say this. What also okay, for those people that say it's not blazing fast, what makes up for that in the game?
What makes up for speed?
Yeah, sometimes
Positioning.
So great football IQ, great awareness, great angle taking. You see what I'm saying?
They're going to do that.
That's what Belichick and them working on.
Okay.
Taking away, no missed tackles, catch it, hit them. They working on those type things.
Okay.
And that's still, you don't have to be fast to do that. You just have to be. So that's all I'm saying that I feel is what's going to bother Mahomes the most, because he's not going to have teams trying to bravado him. You know what I'm saying? Because you had Jacksonville, for instance, who, okay, well, we're going to play man-to-man. Okay, yeah, you play man-to-man, we're going to dice you up. Okay?
Kelsey went for over 100 in that game.
Right, because we talk about this all the time. Like, one of my favorite positions on the field is a vertical tight end that can play all kinds of things to the defense, because you have to respect that. You have to respect that.
He controls the middle of the field.
When you can play a good zone, a disciplined zone, and you could tackle, like quarterbacks, a lot of quarterbacks not disciplined enough or accurate enough that could throw into them little short windows. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here's where Mahomes is strong-armed, and he's, so we know he could throw the deep outs and the verticals, but can he throw it in them gaps and them little holes that it needs?
And that's what makes him special. He's accurate with that strong arm.
Okay, so listen, game two watch this week. And we're going to see gurus on both sides of the ball, and we're going to see real NFL football this week.
Okay.
All right, Craig, Kansas City wins because y'all have the most talent, and I think y'all are real. I apologize for this being disrespectful. You can have this, but if y'all lose, you better not run next week.
You bet not run.
You better not run next week, because you have not.
Monday night, San Francisco at Green Bay. Don't go in your NFC North bag. San Francisco at Green Bay.
You always could take one loss a week. I'm going to take this one as my loss. I got San Francisco winning this one. Listen, I picked Minnesota. I damn sure ain't going to pick both of them.
You are so predictable. You're so predictable.
Let's go San Francisco. Listen, San Francisco got the defense that can give them fits. I'm not saying they will,
Okay.
but they can get them fits. All they got to do is just get to the quarterback a few times.
Okay, what happened last week to Green Bay?
Green Bay, they started off slow.
No.
They
What happened to Green Bay? Stop talking to me crazy. What happened to Green Bay last week?
What you talking about, the field goal kicker?
Did they win or lose?
Oh, they lost
They lost to who?
to the Lions
Where?
at Detroit
They played who this week?
in Green Bay.
In Green Bay.
Oh, they played San Francisco.
In Green Bay with a second-string quarterback on a Monday night. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. All of the recipe's already there. Recipe already there. You took San Francisco. Good luck.
Thank you.
How many points was your tiebreaker?
35.
35? Wow.
Yeah, 35. San Francisco, what you don't understand is BRADY been running a little bit. He hasn't had a breakaway or had a great.
What you don't understand is BRADY ain't healthy.
Right. He got to Monday to get healthy. He'll be all right. Okay. They're going to juice him up. They're going to give him that shot. He'll be good. You know.
Okay. Okay, brother. Another good show. Another good show. Everybody, Gary Callis, April Smith, and No Laps. We are officially in a competition for a restaurant gift card.
Right.
Okay.
And I don't know what my record is total.
I'll figure it out. I'll let everybody know.
Okay.
I'll let everybody
all right.
know.
So my
let's do this. Since we made this deal, let's start from here.
We'll start from here.
We'll start from
here.
Oh, we can start from last week.
April, you agree with that?
We can start from last week, or we can start from here.
I would love to get an Olive Garden gift card.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's easy.
Yeah.
We can start from here, or we can start from last week.
I want to start from here.
Okay, let's start from here. Okay?
Yeah.
Hopefully
April
Smith is still here, and she'll let us know. We can start from here.
Hey, Craig, you see it in my face? I ain't joking this week. Look at that. Like, I'm out to destroy. I might go 16-0 on the sheet this week.
Not with that last pick. You ain't going
Not with that last pick.
Okay, April Smith
She said
agrees.
she agree. All right.
Okay.
Well, we competing from here on out. We done joking around.
No more joking around. No more playing with April.
No more playing with April. April, you got to go down now.
All right, man. Listen.
All right.
It's Wednesday. Survivor's coming on. Me, the daughter, and the wife, a.k.a. Kobe Bryant. We sit here and watch this shit every Wednesday. That's how we travel in this house. That's how broke folks travel. We watch Survivor.
Well, this is what I do. I'm going to play Madden, and I'm going to be a coach. I'm going to be the GM. I'm going to be the owner. I'm going to do it all. So, see y'all next week.
All right. All right, man.
All right.
I'll see you Monday. Peace.
All right, April. All right, Craig. All right, Rodney.
All right, Peace. Rod.
Peace.
All right, everybody. What?
May I have another piece of chicken, or do you want it?
Can I finish this first, and then I'll come? I'm almost done. Okay. Okay, people. That's it. That's it for today. Not Just Sports by No Laps. Thank you, April. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Chris Gibbs, for the content. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for support. All right. Next show, Monday, 6 p.m. See you then. Peace.